In today's video, we're going to learn about bridges. We're going to see how we can model a bridge using Civil 3D. So first, what we'll do is we'll create an alignment. So let me create an alignment. So I go to alignment creation tools, and I'll call it bridge alignment. And it will be a centerline alignment style. I'll go with the existing, with the default, and then I just click OK. So here I will just create a tangent from here to, let's say, here. So let me just do it horizontally. So let me create that. So there we go. Next, I will create a profile for this. So let's create a surface profile. You can even increase this to here. So let's create a surface profile for this. So I click on the alignment, then the contextual tab shows up, and now I can click on surface profile. And then I add existing profile down here. Then I draw in profile view, create profile view. I just draw the profile view. And here, as you can see, we have the existing ground. This is how it looks like. So we have a depression here, and then it continues like this. So for this surface, you have a depression somewhere here, and then it continues. So as you can see here, the corridor cannot maneuver from this place, come all the way down here, and then go back here. So we need a bridge in between this place and this place. So that is what we're going to model today. So once we do that, allow me to edit this. So let me edit this style, and then I want to clip the grids. So I want to clip the grids. Then the next thing we're going to create is a profile, is a design profile. So profile that goes from this side to this side. So I'll come here to the create design panel, and then I will click on profile creation tools. Then I'm prompted to select profile view to create profile. So this is the profile view. Profile type, the name will be profile type, and this. And then profile style, let's go with design. And then the label set, let's go with complete, and we click OK, and then the profile layout tools shows up. So here I'm going to create a tangent once again, and I'll start by snapping on this point. Let me turn off ortho, and let me snap on the last point here. So I enter. There we go. So this is a slope, probably not an agreeable slope in terms of design, but let's go with this for demonstration's sake. Then the next thing I want to create is the assembly for the corridor. So I want to create the assembly for the corridor. So this is where it becomes interesting. So an assembly is created here from the create design panel. So here I create assembly. This one we call it primary road. And then it's going to divide the crown road. That's okay. The assembly style, let's go with basic. Then code styles, we'll go with all codes. So we go and we put our assembly there. Then we turn on the tool palette. Here we have the two palettes, and I want to furnish my my road corridor. So here I'm going to start with the lanes. I'm going to start with the lanes. So you can click down here and then you go to lanes. Then I'll pick the lanes for elevation, axis of rotation, and then I'm going to pick the marker. So that's our lane. Then the next thing is we put our shoulder. So the next thing is the shoulder. So we come here to the shoulder tab, and then we pick the shoulder extend all. So I want to continue, and then I pick here the shoulder. So I'm going to edit some of these parameters. So I click on Control 1 to show the two palette. And here for the shoulder width, I don't want a very wide shoulder. So I put that, and then here for the daylight width, I also don't want a very big one. So now that we have that, the next thing we do is we put our daylight. Yeah, let's go with that. So we put our daylight. Our daylight, we can find it in the, let's see here, we have the daylight we want. No. So let me go to the basic. So this is the daylight I want. And then I put it there. So that's the daylight I want. Then I escape. Then I mirror whatever I have on this side to the other side. So we pick that, and then we mirror on this side, then we escape. So this will be the assembly for the sections where we don't need a bridge. Now let's create an assembly for the bridge section. So let me create another assembly. Create assembly. This one I call it bridge. And then I go with the same course styles. And then I pick a point down here. And then for this, I will go to the two palettes and select the bridge tab, and then select the first option here. Then I'm prompted to select the marker. I'll select the marker there. All right. So let's change the parameters for this as well. So I want my my bridge to be as wide as my lane, and then all the way to the shoulder edge down here. So let me do that. So first of all, you need to know the dimensions of the lane. So these are the dimensions of the lane, 3.6, and the dimension of the shoulder was 1.5. Okay, so 1.5 plus 3.6, that amounts to 5.1. So for this, I'll put it at 5.1. So let me put this as 5.1, and then on the other side as well, 5.1. And then for the soffit depth, let's just do 0.6. So there we go, there we have our bridge deck. And let's add 2 lanes again on top. So let's add some lanes on the bridge. So I'll go to lanes again. I go to lanes, then I add a lane here. And for this lane, we're going to give it the same dimensions. So I select the sub-assembly. So I want to select the lane, yeah, there. Then I come and give it a 5.1 here. And now I also want to change the depth of the surface. We do not need the surface in the base for now. At the bridge, we have enough support of the concrete sections. So I do that, and then I mirror it. So let me select it. Then I mirror it again to this other side. All right. Then we escape. Now we have our assemblies. So let's assign them to the alignment and the profile so that we can have our corridor. So for this corridor, I want to take it up a bit so that my daylight show a fill daylight, not a cut daylight. So what I will do, I will raise this. Let me raise this 0.8 meters up. It's a positive, so it will go up. So I raise that before I create my corridor. So let's create the corridor. So we click on corridor, and here we call it road and bridge. And then our corridor style will be basic, then course styles will be all codes. If you want other codes, you can put other codes, but for now, let's go with all codes because it will be easy for us to edit with all codes. Then the alignment, let's pick the alignment. We pick the alignment here. Then we also prompted to select a profile, let's call it layout 1. And then enter, so the profile is selected. And then the assembly, let's select the primary road first. We will edit the sections so that we can have the bridge. So once we do that, we just click OK, and then we build the corridor. Target not found. We will place our targets. You can see there are no daylights on the left and the right. So let's find our targets. So I'll right click here and go to corridor properties. Then first, I will go to parameters here. I want to set the targets. And here there are two tabs. The tabs for the offset and the elevation. Then you have the tab for surface. So you come here to the surface tab, and then you select the existing ground, and then you also select the existing ground. You click OK. Then for the frequencies, I want to set a frequency here along tangents. I want to place the cross section at 5 meter intervals. So we apply, and then we build the corridor, and we click OK. And there we go, we have our corridor. So let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at it on Object Viewer. So let's see. That's how it looks like. Can even change it to realistic, for example. So currently it is daylighting all the way. So we don't have a bridge deck and we have nothing. So we want to change this and have a bridge deck. So let's change this and have a bridge deck. So let's split our corridor. So let me split this corridor. I'll go to the corridor, I'll click on the corridor, and then here at the contextual tab, you can see I can split the corridor. So let me split it at this point. Split it at this point. Okay, good. So again, let me go to the modify region here and select region properties, and then I select the middle one here, and then I change the assembly type to the bridge. And there we go. We have our inner region here, where we have the corridor, the bridge deck. So let's see on Object Viewer, see how this looks like. So as you can see, I have a bridge deck there. Now I want us to daylight from the bridge deck down here. Usually there's some daylights from the bridge deck underneath the bridge deck to the existing ground. So let's do that as well. So before you do that, let me create a surface from this. Create a surface from the corridor. So corridors, create properties, then surfaces. Yeah, top. Then we create a surface here. So it's called road and bridge surface. Then we add the definition for that surface, and then we put corridor extends as outer boundary, and then we apply, and we click OK. So there we have it. We have our surface somewhere, corridor surface. So for this surface, I'm going to assign it a no display. So I assign it a no display. Then what I want to do here is to create a feature line. So before we create a feature line, let me create first of all a polyline. So let me start. Let me create a polyline from here. Yeah, from here. Then I go horizontal. And then all the way to this point. All right. So this feature line is one that is going to create a daylight underneath the bridge. Okay. So let's do this. Here we have the feature line, and then I'm going to assign it. Let me assign it. First of all, before I assign it anything, I want to create a feature line from object. So we haven't yet created a feature line from object, so let's click enter. Then that will be the feature line style. Let me select a different style for now. Let me just call it this for now. Then I want to assign from surface. So the road and bridge surface is what I want. And then relative to that surface, I want it to be -2. Sorry, 0.1. Or let me say 0.2. Underneath the road surface, which will be, let's say 0.4. So let's have a look at this. So that's the height. So let's edit this to match the rest. The rest are almost at 96.29279. Now I want to create a grading from this. So what we do is come back here and create a grading. So let's create a grading creation tools. So we grade to the surface, and then we create a grading. So let me first of all select the target surface, which will be the existing surface, and then I select the feature line. So let me just entire length, and then the slope 2:1. I'm okay with that. Field 2:1 as well. Okay, let me change the grading to something else first. Let me edit the grading to a slope of 3. 3 again, and then I enter. So let's have a look at this and see whether it's grading properly. That is underneath the bridge. Let's see if we change this to realistic, whether it will give us a more clearer look. As you can see, the bridge is taking shape. You see the grading underneath is also good. You can see the grading underneath the bridge is also good. So we'll do that for the other side as well. And then we complete our bridge. So we go back home, and then we change this back to 2D wireframe. So let's create another polyline on this side. PL. And this PL. We want to create a feature line from object. So let's see this polyline. Let's see the elevations for the polyline. So this is an outlier. Let's have it at there we go. Then again, let's create a grading from the polyline. So we grade from the feature line to the surface. Select the grading side, entire side, slope, put 3 again, slope again, let's put a 3. There you go. So let's escape. Let's have a look at this again in our 3D format. So a 3D perspective, let's look at this, and let's put this to realistic. So as you can see again, here you now have your bridge. You have your primary road, then you have your bridge deck, and then you have your grading down there. And there you go, you have your bridge. So that's the way to create a bridge on Civil 3D. It's pretty simple. If you have any questions, please remember to ask in the chat or in the comment section. And if you like this video, please do not forget to like it. Please also subscribe to our channel for more content and invite other people to subscribe as well. Also, if you can turn on the notification button, I'll be very happy. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next video.